All right, folks, gather round. We're about to dive into one of humanity's greatest hits. Actions speak louder than words. It's not just a catchy phrase your grandma throws around when you forget to call. It's a timeless truth that's been drop-kicking empty promises since forever. Now let's break this down. Words are great. I love words. I use them all the time. But here's the kicker. They're cheap. Anyone can say they'll solve world hunger while sitting on their couch, elbow deep in a bag of Cheetos. Actions, on the other hand, they're the real MVPs. They're what separate the doers from the talkers. Think about it. How many times have you heard a politician promise the moon, only to deliver a sad, deflated balloon? When someone actually follows through, when their actions line up with their words, it's like witnessing a unicorn riding a rainbow. It's rare, it's beautiful, and it makes you believe in the power of human potential. That's the magic of actions speak louder than words. It's not just a saying, it's a challenge. Let's talk about a man who knew how to walk the talk, literally. Mahatma Gandhi, the OG of peaceful protest, showed actions trump words. It's 1930. British rule in India is saltier than a pretzel factory. Gandhi decides to walk 240 miles to the sea to make salt. By making his own salt, Gandhi defied British rule. It was a 24-day trek that captured the world's attention. His simple act of defiance spoke volumes. It wasn't just about salt anymore. It was about dignity, self-reliance, and challenging an empire. Now, let's flip the script and talk about a time when words were about as useful as a chocolate teapot. Enter Neville Chamberlain, British Prime Minister and unwitting star of How Not to Deal with Dictators 101. The year is 1938. Hitler's throwing his weight around Europe, and Chamberlain thinks he's got it all figured out. Picture this. Chamberlain flies to Munich, has a chat with Hitler, and comes back waving a piece of paper like he's won the lottery. Peace for our time, he declares, proud as a peacock. Spoiler alert, it wasn't peace for our time. It wasn't even peace for tea time. Chamberlain thought he could stop Hitler's expansionist buffet with a strongly worded agreement. Hitler, meanwhile, saw this piece of paper and thought, fantastic, more European countries for me to invade. The result? Within a year, World War II kicked off, and Chamberlain's peace agreement was worth about as much as a screen door on a submarine. It's a stark reminder that good intentions and flowery words mean squat if they're not backed up by concrete action. Section 4. Modern Echoes, from Greta's school strike to corporate greenwashing. Fast forward to today, and we're still seeing this age-old truth play out, but now with more hashtags and corporate buzzwords. Let's start with a modern-day Gandhi, Greta Thunberg. This Swedish teenager didn't just tweet about climate change from her bedroom. She parked herself outside the Swedish parliament, skipping school to demand action. Greta's solitary act of protest snowballed into worldwide climate strikes. On the flip side, we've got companies playing the all-talk, no-action game. Enter the world of corporate greenwashing, where businesses paint themselves greener than Kermit the Frog. They'll plaster eco-friendly on everything while their carbon footprint is massive. Section 5. The double-edged sword, when inaction speaks volumes. Now here's a plot twist for you. Sometimes not doing anything can speak just as loudly as taking action. It's like when your partner asks if you've done the dishes and your silence is basically a neon sign flashing, nope. First up, let's talk about the bystander effect. Picture this. You're on a busy street, someone falls and needs help, but everyone just keeps walking. It's this weird psychological phenomenon where everyone assumes someone else will step in. The result? A whole lot of nothing happening. Now let's zoom out to the global stage. Remember the Rwandan genocide in 1994? The international community's response was about as useful as a chocolate fireguard. Despite clear warning signs and desperate pleas for help, major world powers chose to look the other way. Their inaction spoke volumes, essentially saying, not our circus, not our monkeys. Think about climate change. For decades, scientists have been jumping up and down, waving red flags, and basically screaming, hey, the planet's on fire. And what's been the response from many world leaders? A resounding shrug emoji. Section 6. Walking the talk lessons for today's world. So what's the takeaway from this whirlwind tour of words versus actions? Buckle up, Buttercup, because it's time for some real talk. In a world bombarded with words, actions are the rare gems that catch our attention. Be the change you want to tweet about. It's easy to share a post, but have you tried actually recycling or using a reusable bag? Small actions add up. Consistency is key. It's the day-to-day stuff that counts. One intense workout won't turn you into The Rock. Regular, consistent effort makes the difference. Show you care every single day. Actions always communicate. People might forget what you said, but they'll remember what you did. Let's take a moment to contemplate. How often do we promise to do something and then let it slide? How many times do we say, "I'll do it tomorrow," and then tomorrow never comes? It's easy to make promises, but it's much harder to follow through. The silent hero, however, teaches us that actions are the real currency of trust and respect. So how can we apply this lesson in our lives? It starts with small steps. Let's say you've been saying you'll start exercising for months now. Instead of just saying it, put on your running shoes and take a walk around the block. Or maybe you've been promising to spend more time with your family. Instead of just saying it, plan a movie night or a picnic and enjoy some quality time together. We can take a leaf out of the Silent Hero's book and start focusing on our actions. Instead of telling others about our plans or how we feel, let's show them. Show them through your dedication, your commitment, your perseverance. Show them by doing, not just saying. It's important to remember that this doesn't mean we should stop communicating verbally. Words have their place. They help us express our feelings, our thoughts, our ideas. But when it comes to proving our intent, our sincerity, our dedication, it's our actions that speak volumes. So let's make a pact. Let's commit to being more like the silent hero. Let's focus less on what we say and more on what we do. Let's strive to ensure our actions align with our words and that they reflect our true intentions. Remember, it's not about what you say, but what you do that truly counts. Let's make our actions speak louder than our words. Let's make our actions count, because in the end, that's what truly matters. As we wrap up, let's remember the profound lesson we've learned today. We dived deep into the concept that actions do indeed speak louder than words, a truth that holds weight in every aspect of life. It's not about what we say, but what we do that truly defines us. We journeyed through the inspiring tale of the silent hero, a testament to the power of actions. A hero who didn't need words to make a difference, whose deeds echoed louder than any speech ever could. We then explored how to apply this invaluable lesson to our own lives, to not just talk about change, but be the change, to not just promise, but deliver, to not just dream, but act. Remember, it's in the doing, not the saying, where our true character is revealed. Let your actions speak for you, for they often roar while words merely whisper. They're like the wind. They can be warm and comforting, or cold and harsh, but it's our actions that truly define us, carving out our place in the world like a sculptor chiseling away at a block of marble. Actions, not words, are the true measure of our character, the real testament to our beliefs, our values, our commitments. It's one thing to say you'll do something, quite another to actually do it. Words, after all, are just air passing through our lips. Actions are the footsteps we leave behind on the sands of time.